Now let's look at our next artist, Royal Lichtenstein. His work is also very interesting because his work is really based on comic strips and some kind of advertising imagery. And he usually finished those images with his so-called signature of hand-painted band-aid dots. First showcase pieces was done in 1961. The title is Look, Mickey. And the other well-known one is called Johnny Girl, which was done in 1963. And as well as there's another comic strip, it's like a Fighting Saints in the Moon, 1963. So it's interesting about Lichtenstein. He said, I'm never drawing the object itself. I'm only drawing a depiction of the object, a kind of crystallized symbols. So this is the one that we were just mentioning. I just mentioned that Look, Mickey. And, the story says that he did this one painting is because one of his sons who pointed to a Mickey Mouse comics book and said, I bet you can't paint as good as this one or that. And in response to this question or this challenge that he did this. Here on the right-hand side, we see the Johnny Girl that's taking along those comic strip, and he enlarged it and painted and finished it. So, just again, just to summarize that his work is based on the imagery taken from the comic strips and advertisement, and finished in a style and just almost copying the processes of newspaper reproductions. And his paintings revised the American art scene and give a new energy. His success was really by his energy and his concentration on the work. And it was said that after his initial success and during the 60s, he moved on to create almost thousands of paintings and prints and drawing sculptures and murals as well. These are the same painting that he did, and this one was done after the Van Gogh's bedroom. This is the sculpture he did later on in his life, and you can see those are signatures, red dots. And although his comic strips became popular with the pop arts, nevertheless, at the beginning, his art was it was considered by some kind of copying or like originality, and it's not like the real good art. But it does not affect the fact that by doing that, the creating images with its blended aspect of mechanical reproduction and drawing by his hand, or understanding that what is a pop art movement about. It's not, in a way, if we look at that, it's the subjects that you're able to embrace the commercial things or commercial publications, some illustration or comic strip in this case, into your world, and through your own hands, and to create a new image. That subject itself, this is really, there's no restriction about what subject you can use, or you can borrow, you can take for your art. It's the idea that you can do that And it's their energy and willingness to break that barrier and cross the lines and to create something. So for years, that diet and subject matter and techniques of reproduction common in the popular cultures to dominate the art for a while. And it was really a big shift from the abstract expressionist. So as the other pop artists, Lichtenstein's inspiration was coming from the culture at large during that time.